580 Orlando, a Cox Media Group station.
ESPN Radio Sports Center.
I'm Steve Lennox. Game 3 in Miami tonight between the 76ers and Heat. Second quarter. 2-point game. Sixers up 40-38. Joel Embiid in the lineup for the first time in the series. 0 for 4 from the field. 5 of 6 from the free throw line. Sixers again with Embiid for the first time in the lineup in the playoff series. Justice Winslow, 12 points so far for the Heat. Trailblazers, Pelicans tonight in New Orleans. Pelicans opened up the series with 2 road wins in Portland. Trailblazers, with those 2 losses, have now lost 8 straight playoff games. Warriors and Spurs, they tip at 9:30 Eastern in San Antonio. Greg Popovich will not coach the Spurs tonight after his wife Erin passed away on Wednesday. Tony Parker earlier today talked about playing without his head coach on the sideline.
It's very tough. Very tough in the middle of the playoffs, I guess. We'll try to do our best and give it 100% and try to get a win for him and his wife.
And Parker on the support the team has received from others around the NBA.
Puts everything in perspective. It's way bigger than basketball. So that was very nice to see, obviously, the whole NBA showing love for Pop and for his wife.
Torrey Messina will coach the Spurs tonight in Popovich's absence. Baseball, Red Sox look for a series sweep tonight in Anaheim. First pitch, 10 Eastern on ESPN+. Red Sox have outscored the Angels 19-1 in the first 2 games of the series. Shohei Ohtani in the lineup tonight for Anaheim. Yankees at home against the Blue Jays tonight. They're tied at 2 in the 5th inning.
Hey, Sagat, join us Friday. Pablo Torres in as our guest co-host. Tim Kirchin going to join us as well. We'll talk some baseball with him. And Nate Schmidt from the Vegas Golden Knights. That's Friday on the Dan Le Batard Show with me, Sagat, on ESPN Radio.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your...
Give me a hell yeah!
Hard-hitting.
What?
Compelling interviews.
What?
Spot-on predictions.
What?
Statistical analysis.
What? Huh? What?
Okay, so they're none of that.
If you smile,
But definitely laying the audio smackdown is...
Thursday. It's Wrestling Thursday with the Kevin Sutton Show.
Hey, everybody. Hello and welcome to, yes, you heard it correctly, Wrestling Thursday here on the Kevin Sutton Show, where we bring the action and we bring the nonsense. You can find us all on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, all under the username Kevin Sutton Show. And make sure you download the podcast because we stream it right after the show. So we got well over 350, 60, 70, 80, I don't know. Well over 300 episodes that you can download right now. iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play Music. Soon to be Spotify. I just got that email today. We're going to be on Spotify. And just make sure you leave a rating, a review. And definitely don't forget to subscribe. 5 stars, baby. But before we get started, let me remind everybody that the Kevin Sutton Show is brought to you by Cruz and Pescara. They are our personal injury attorneys. And I know you guys have heard so many ads about so many different lawyers, what they can do for you. But Cruz and Pescara, they treat you like family, like one of them. I know because I was in an accident and they were with me every step of the way. And that's a difference. You know, you call them, they answer. You have questions, they answer. You text them, they answer. So make sure you give them a call if you're in a car accident, slip and fall, product liability, 407-841-0200. Now, with that said, Nick, can you hit my music, please? Okay. Today is Thursday, baby. And my words of wisdom for you all are that dragons can't blow out their birthday candles on their birthday. It's very sad.
Makes sense.
Very sad. Yeah. Now, this guy I got in the studio right now, this guy has been running everything. He's been running the gauntlet today, apparently. He's been running all the shows all by himself. I'm joined in the studio with Nicky Football.
What's up? We're doing this again.
Doing it again, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. So you were saying that you were running everything today, man. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, well, Scotty took the day off. He's sick, Scott Inez. So when Scotty is out, I filled in for Scotty. So I was on 4 to 6. Of course, we had live local and loud 6 to 8.
Mm-hmm.
Here we are now.
Here
8
we
o'clock.
are again.
Just keep it rolling.
Do you even get a chance to use the bathroom?
People ask me. That is actually the number one question people ask me. They say because they will have you're on 4 to 6.
Yeah, because commercial breaks aren't that long.
Exactly. So
if you really gotta go,
what do you need to do if you go to if you need to go to the bathroom? I'm just
There's that Gatorade bottle over there. You got.
Well, that's Gatorade definitely. Usually I'm just like, well, I mean, you hope there's no emergency.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, props to you, man, for running the gamut.
It's got to be like working in like a toll booth, right?
It's got to be, right?
Like, there's no room in those toll booths either. What do they do? I don't know.
That's a good idea. We should get someone to interview like that. Well, it is playoff time. Christmas time is upon us.
Yes.
But today is a very special day. As you guys heard in the intro, it is Wrestling Thursday. And we did give you guys a quick preview of what was to come for today. And what we explained to you guys was MLW is back in town full time. They got their own television deal on beIn Sports, and their debut is going to be tomorrow. And today we have Shane Strickland. I gave you a theme. If you it's in there. It's in there. You can look at it in a second. But I have Shane Strickland in the studio and MSL from MLW, and we are going to start off right now. So, I mean, if you can play it, if you want.
I'm sorry, what's the name of the theme? This is a mess for me here. I'm just
It's
completely
Ain't
out of
Nobody,
sorts.
man.
Okay, all right. We will
Ain't
get
Nobody.
that. We will get that upcoming here for you in just a minute.
It's all good. But I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm very glad you guys are here. MLW is quickly turning into a phenomenon, and I'm so glad that it's in my hometown of Orlando. So let me welcome you, Shane. Welcome to the show, man. It's such a pleasure to have you in here. You know, I bug you on social media a lot, so I'm actually glad to have you here in person. So I appreciate it.
I don't feel like I get bugged. It doesn't feel like I'm bugging. It feels like, hey.
I told you, man.
It's Phil.
I told you next time that we're gonna see you. He's gonna be like, who this? He's a superstar, man.
Nah.
So you are the new champion of MLW, and we took a bunch of pictures, guys. We took a whole bunch of pictures of the new championship belt. This thing is gigantic.
I don't know how it's fitting on this desk right now.
No, I see
really
the screws are bulging out. Nick's desk might break because this thing is heavy. Nick, on the break, I want you to hold this thing because this thing is.
That thing's no joke. It is. When he walked in with it, I was like, all right, well, there we go.
Yeah.
It's no joke.
Had to come in sideways.
That's what I normally do. I have to walk in sideways anyway.
Oh, God.
I'm so fat, but
we don't fat shame here.
No. But hey, man, we're gonna have so many questions for you. I'll try to keep it in line. I know Kevin and Meyer, they are on their way, so we'll deviate a little bit. But MLW is back full time in Orlando. You guys debut tomorrow on beIn Sports, and that's DirecTV, Xfinity, a couple other things. I don't think you guys are on Spectrum right now, but
not right now.
It will happen very shortly. You guys are on Spectrum. Come on, MSL. Come on over here, man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, beIn Sports is on Spectrum.
What channel?
We made it.
What channel? Do you know?
I think it might be 831. It's actually on in 2 tiers, so you can find it twice. Just search for beIn Sports. It's on there.
Okay. See, that was my biggest concern is because I have Spectrum, and
I have Spectrum. I can see myself now.
So now I'm gonna DVR it. On DVR, I'm gonna have you guys on. But yes, so you guys are at Guild Nightclub. And it's crazy. It was just 5 months ago. You guys were here. You and Ricochet and Court Bauer. Props to Court. What's going on, Court? You guys were here, and you guys were promoting MLW One Shot, and that was your one shot.
Yeah.
You got, and then to turn that into you guys are a full-time television show is amazing. Like, how does that make you feel just hearing that from 5 months to now?
Well, there was a lot of pressure on a lot of us because like there's so many room for error, so much room for error for the performers, for the guys in the office, for Court, MSL, because there's so many working parts that anything falls loose, like the slightest little mess up or mishap can ruin the entire project. It can ruin the entire company, promotion. So everybody had to be like pretty much on their toes. like me as a performer, I had to be on my game, especially for like the months that we promoted MLW 360 with me and Ricochet. The promotion for that, the getting the building, getting like the talent to be all in on it, it's a lot of pressure. Yeah. So, and especially being the main event of the first one, like that's the one that's going to be the key. That's going to be set this thing off.
All eyes on you.
Oh God, yeah. But like MLW set me up with like the perfect opponent with Ricochet, knowing where he was going to go, like seeing where he's at now. It was like magic. It was perfect person. Couldn't ask for someone better. But being able to perform, because the main event, we went like about 40 minutes in that main event.
That's
and that's like
cardio nightmare.
It's grueling. It's grueling, and to know that like, oh man, I'm in the first main event of this project. And even like I had a slight idea of how MLW was going to progress in the future, and seeing where it's at now, I had no idea it would be like
5 months.
Yeah, like that quickly.
Yeah.
Nothing moves that quickly. The progress, and now seeing where it's going to be in another 5 months, another year is like mind blowing to think about. Yeah. So just knowing where we're going, where we're at now, is this like especially with getting to beIn sports.
Yeah.
That's a huge accomplishment in itself. Now seeing where it's going to go another 5 months, another year from now, it's like, man, you better hop on now. There's any fan, any performer out there, you got to hop in on this little bandwagon right now.
Wow. Well, guys, the bandwagon will be back. We have to take a little quick commercial break. When we return, I got Shane Strickland and MSL from MLW Radio. Keep it locked here, guys. You listen to the Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Kevin Sutton of the Kevin Sutton Show. You can check out the crew on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, all under the username Kevin Sutton Show and ESPN. You know how we do it, baby. Sit right here. We got the action that's going in your face right now. My man Phil always bringing in the good stuff when it comes to wrestling, and you can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. You heard that now. Get the info.
Now, before we get started into MLW and Shane Strickland, Kevin Sutton is turning 40.
Oh, snap.
Guys, we put
That's
the invite.
The new 20.
We put the invite out on Facebook at Ace Cafe, April 28th at 3 p.m. Come out. There's food, music. Everything is going to be so fly. Let's celebrate the man who deserves it, because Kevin, you help everybody else, and it's time that you get some recognition for your own hard work.
Yeah, I heard that, man. The wife was like, it's a surprise, but not a surprise. Like, I come from a family of like fake Jehovah's Witnesses, so we never did birthdays.
Now it is family friendly, so you can't wear a thong, Kevin.
No, I will not do that. I refuse to do that till summer.
I mean, April 28th is pretty close.
Just letting you know. Regardless of what happens, I'm popping out the cakes.
Okay, but if you guys are planning on coming, make sure you contact Myra or you RSVP on the Facebook invite.
Yeah.
So we're back. Shane Strickland, MSL is over there in the corner from MLW and MLW Radio. It's a pleasure to have you in here, brother, man. I could talk to you for days and bug you about the stupidest stuff. But let's get back to the night you won the championship.
Oh man, what do you want to know? What do you want to know about that? Because there's so many different ways I can go with that.
I saw the photo on your Instagram.
Yeah.
Have you ever, Kevin? Let me ask you a question. You ever see another man cry and it make you want to cry?
Yes. Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Michael Jordan made me cry.
Okay. Because that's kind of, I was so
Michael
proud,
Jordan
man.
Moment. Because he was in the studio with us, and then they were going back and forth about who's going to be the champ. And like to see it all come out, and the odds were in your favor.
Well, so what was running through your mind when you won?
I feel like the odds weren't at all.
You got to think about this. Man. The positivity that you had when you came in the studio, like listeners were like, man, like he made you feel like he was going to be taking over the championship. This is a new thing. It was meant for him. Like you made us feel like you were the person that was going to make it.
Well, for years in wrestling, like this is my 9th year in wrestling. March makes 9 years. For like the long stretch of that, I was not looked at as that guy. I was not looked at as the guy that would be winning championships. I wasn't looked at as the guy to be main eventing these shows like that, especially with like Ricochet on there, Pentagon and Phoenix, Matt Riddle. Those guys, I wasn't looked at as one of the top guys. So it took a whole makeover and a whole change in the mentality, the way I competed in the ring. All that had to change. And now to be presented in it with this championship after I faced off with Matt Riddle, like I felt like
Kevin, that's
all
the
that
guy
hard
doesn't wear
work.
shoes.
Yes, yeah. I felt like just all that hard work, just like for
everything
years
gone
of it,
through.
just washed over me. It was like, man, look, like I was like in car rides going for like 10 hours, making no money, sleeping in basements, like breaking down in cars in the highway 2 hours away from home, like not having the money to feed my kids and stuff like that. I remember like
we talked about that
yes,
on the show. Yeah.
like I remember all that just washed over me at that very moment. It's like, man, I just did it.
You have a daughter, right?
I have 2 girls.
You have 2 girls.
Yeah,
How
two
do
girls.
How do you feel about daddy winning the big one?
They see it as like, oh, this is nice. We have. They rather
They want to draw.
they were
Get them crowns. Ain't nothing color on that.
Like, they see it as more of a toy, is like, but more than a trophy, I would say. But like, just knowing that all that hard work is for them, and the continuous hard work that I got to keep doing, keep going with, that comes to that, is always for them.
They should just, make a little piece of paper that you could glue to the bottom. This gets you a year past to Disney. And then the girls will be like, oh, snap, Dad.
I'm pretty sure like they're going to put gold stars on it.
Yeah, some sprinkles. You got to
like,
bedazzle that thing.
Yeah, oh yeah. I would love to.
Is that Peppa Pig?
Oh, my goodness.
Man. But yeah, like it was just like felt like all this hard work just washed over me all at once. And like, man, I'm here. I'm thinking about like 9 years ago when I was making nothing and like beating up my body, and like I quit school at the time too to pursue it. And so like a lot of people like questioning my ethics and what I was doing with that. And
so I'm gonna dig right now. I'm gonna cut deep for the cynical people out there. Having this much emotion based upon something that we all know is kind of predetermined. That's where you have that wall where people don't realize the heart and sweat that goes into trying to become a professional wrestler. Outside of what we say, oh, it's all fake. This is not true. It's not like how it was, and it's different. But everybody still has to put in that work. So to see you coming, like myself being the wrestling closet fan, I don't tell nobody because it's a secret. But when it comes out, like to see the hardship and everything that you've gone through, hearing that backstory, which you don't get to hear on a lot of the big networks. You guys bring in, like, all of you, who you are, kind of like how they bring the flair during the ESPN 60 seconds or behind the scenes.
30 for 30.
30 for 30s. Those, like, let you, like, follow that athlete before that moment. And it becomes deeper. So that's what I like, how you guys present it that way. So it's not like I'm following you as, like, the image or the character of it. I'm getting to follow you as the person and the character that you are. So I like that side.
Yeah, the way we are in professional wrestling right now, our art it's a little bit of both worlds clashing to make one. Like there's the character that I portray, and then like there's I bring out that energy of the character, and I show that off. But in the same token, that's an extension of myself. I'm very I have to be confident in a lot of things that I have to do, because I literally, if I'm like second guessing on anything in my life, in real life in general, all the pieces fall apart. Like people don't eat, people aren't able to go to school. I'm not able to live my life. So I take all that struggle and hardship and I put it into my character, which is what makes Swerve confidence.
Yeah.
I have to be confident in all aspects of my life, whether I'm performing, whether I'm going out to do media with you guys, whether I'm like trying to pay a phone bill, when I'm trying to like get gas in the car. All these aspects in my life translate to what I am as a performer.
Yeah.
Shut me up.
No, I mean that's actually really good, because a lot of wrestlers, there's a very thin line between who they are in reality and who they are in the ring. And you hit the nail on the head saying that the way you have to do things, you have to do it that way or people won't eat.
Yeah, to me, I feel like my biggest strength is to be relatable. Yeah, there's a lot of guys that in wrestling can't imagine they can't put their mind in that perspective of the performer, because they can't relate to them.
Are you glad that wrestling has kind of transitioned from more of a crazy gimmick to more reality based, and it's not just the land of the giants anymore? Or you kind of wish you were kind of back in the cartoony days, or do you like how it is now?
I feel like I fell on perfect timing with it.
Yeah.
Like this whole industry is all about timing. The right time and the perfect timing, like everything comes full circle. Like, me in that back in that time, I there's no way I would get a chance the way I get the chance now.
Who was your hero back then?
back then, I would say at like earlier times, I'd say Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Yeah. Going forward, I say like past 2000 era, I would say it was Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Which are all these guys are small guys.
I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's a good match. It's a good match. I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like all these guys are small guys, but the thing was you couldn't relate to them in the sense of like, oh, that's the guy that I see every day. I want to be that guy because like, oh man, we have so much in common. Those guys you don't have too much in common with. But that at that time, that's what was selling. The guys that were like
Ric Flair is just
the larger than life guys. You can't touch you can't touch these guys. You don't see these guys walking in malls every day. You don't see these guys. But then at the same time, you go back to the 80s and the 70s, you had the Dusty Rhodeses, were very relatable. Yeah. So like I said, it's all about timing.
Man,
Who
do you think just said it right there?
Who do you think started that transition for this day? Because a lot of people say CM
Daniel
Punk.
Bryan
started it.
Daniel Bryan, hands down.
Are you happy to hear that he's back?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And to be like a state of Washington guy like myself, I want to see these guys succeed.
Yeah.
I want to see I knew he was going to come back at some point.
You couldn't just throw him in the bushes and be like, oh, we're done with it.
No, he's too much on the camera. He's too much on my face to not be like, oh, you.
No, you can't. I mean, the dude's got gifts on Facebook. Like, you can't you can't even say yes without saying yes with him.
Oh yeah.
But like, and in Mania, seeing that whole like montage of like every sports team that was doing this, high schools, colleges, how much is just spanned outside of just professional wrestling. I'm like, this was like truly.
It expanded into my bedroom. I was like, this is amazing.
Oh,
I'm like, yes.
Yikes.
Like, I mean, the WWE took over.
Were you wearing this? Because I'm not gonna.
I had a championship belt on, and I had to teach her a couple things, brother.
Boy,
staying here.
He said no too at one point. I'm just saying.
But it's definitely been a great part of our careers in the radio, getting to meet people through the ups and downs and like watching different things grow into like huge shows. I remember working with Wake World, which they were a small internet thing before real social media, and like they became like huge in the wakeboard industry to where they were like the number one for areas to get news for wake water sports. And then social media came out and they just plummeted. Like it used to be like chats where you could go. Right. It was like a chat you can go into, kind of like MySpace or something like that. Yeah. But it was all about water sports. So professional athletes, they would all do like a post and then you can interact with them. And then they changed that format with Facebook. So it was like no need for that. And that's where I feel like you guys are getting to go back into the real heart of interacting with your fans, interacting with the people, and being able to change and give back that connection. Yeah. So we're going to go to commercial break. When we get back, we're going to get more into the life of this and see what's going down. The TV show, man. Almost Famous is showing up for real. Stay right there. Kevin Sutton Show and the crew. Yes, sir. Back in the action. How is it going, baby? Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, all in the username Kevin Sutton Show, and you'll know exactly what time it is, baby. And you can check out my girl Mara with the ladies' point of view, my man Dr. Phil, Rich Rogers always slipping and sliding and holding it down, and my man Just Nick. Oh yes, he's still famous. Check him out on the TV show. Yes, dog.
Oh, there's Mara right there.
Oh man, there she is, but she doesn't know we even talking to her. We're gonna have to slide her in this one and try to see what's going on. She got our stuff.
Well,
yes.
As of right now, let Myra set up. But we got Shane Strickland and MSL here from MLW. And Shane, thank you for coming. MSL, thank you for coming. Before we get into the bulk of your TV deal, I wanted to ask you a couple of questions. The term indie wrestling, has kind of had a negative connotation for a long time. To some people.
Right, yeah.
As being inexperienced, stuff like that. But now that term is like you're put on a higher pedestal than the main guys now. How has that spotlight changed since you started? To now?
Well, the social media boom. Yeah. Everybody can access us and see us. And once again, before we were talking about like being let into our world, see how we really grind, and seeing like, and also the shoot interview DVDs, seeing like these little documentary series with us on the road.
Those
seeing
are awesome.
The guys overseas in Japan and Europe. Sammy Callahan has like plenty of those. We filmed those back in like 2012, 2011, and that's what got me a fan of Sammy Callahan, the CZW crew. Just like the fans just they feel like they're once again brought into our world more. And when that transition to being on the independent scene and how like they see how we are on the road, how we are behind the curtain, behind the scenes, and then being out there performing and going from place to place to place, them being able to buy our merch, interact with us, talk with us, get on social media, interact with us, talk with us, like all that came full circle. Once again, timing is the biggest thing in industry of entertainment. And the timing of how social media made the boom, and how the streams, being able to just watch us on our phone, and just like just you get everything right then and there. If anything, like the other team,
it's all right there. Yeah,
exactly. It's all right here.
Right in your
they get to see what I do on a daily basis.
Live on Instagram.
Don't even pick your nose because they watching.
No, right? Everybody's watching.
Okay,
and there we go.
You never know. It can happen at any time.
But now that we don't look inexperienced anymore, we look like professionals. We look like,
that's what I like.
We don't look like, we're just Joe Schmo in the backyard in front of like 10 people. We look like actual professionals.
Hey, I earned my scars.
Hey,
but let's talk to MSL a little bit.
Definitely.
And I think Kevin's gonna probably help Myra out real quick. But MSL, thank you for coming too, man.
No problem. Glad to be here.
It's been a pleasure. But okay, so you guys, I just want to make sure I got the information correct. You guys are on every Friday?
Every Friday at 8 o'clock on beIn Sports. It's available nationwide, DirecTV, Dish Network, almost every cable provider. And for people here in Orlando, it's on Spectrum, channel 831. Awesome. We're going to be part of a block, Friday Night Fury. So we'll be on at 8. Then there's MMA at 9. Roy Jones Jr. is promoting boxing at 10.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really fun night on beIn Sports.
Okay, so the first episode airs
tomorrow. Yes.
And what are we looking at tomorrow?
It's a great card tomorrow because it's Pentagon Jr. versus Ray Phoenix, the two best wrestlers from Mexico. They both won a shot at Shane's World Championship, so they'll be fighting on the show tomorrow. Austin Aries takes on ACH, two of the most talented wrestlers from the United States. And then the super heavyweight, 469 pounds, the Caramel Colossus Barrington Hughes will be in action, MLW's first super heavyweight.
Wow. That is incredible. You said all that is tomorrow.
It's all tomorrow.
That's an action-packed hour. It's 1 hour or two?
It's a 1 hour show from 8 to 9, yeah. No, this is none of that 3 hour, dragging, boring Monday Night Wrestling. It's nothing like that. It's going to be fast-paced. 1 hour, you're not going to want to miss a second of it.
Okay, and who do we have on commentary?
Tony Schiavone from WCW. You know, he hadn't done wrestling for 17 years after WCW shut down.
Yeah,
probably one of the most beloved commentators in the history of wrestling. And Tony is back. Tony Schiavone on commentary, and then Rich Bocchini, who was on SmackDown and NXT a couple of years ago. So they're a really great team, but everybody's psyched to have Tony Schiavone back.
Yeah, two of the most recognizable voices in wrestling.
Hey, Nick, I think we got, I think Myra is ready to say hello. She's got her intro.
Hey. Did I get my intro? With the song.
I bet y'all having a good time out there.
Oh. Hey, where's my backup, man?
You're all right.
Man.
You're getting it.
And I thought I'd get my Cena intro. Hey, it's good to see you guys. Good to see you again. All right, here we go.
Y'all having a good time out there.
And his name is John Cena.
Oh, my goodness. That is it.
On the free market. That's right. Anything goes. I don't need to get married. I'm already married.
Oh, you're already married?
Yeah.
Got to figure it out.
That's the issue now. Yeah. So excited to be a part of this with all of you guys. I'm a little late, doing the political thing, you know. Seems to be my latest excuse.
That's what you got to worry about.
But did you remind our listeners about Cruz and Pescara?
No, I did not.
All
I figured
right.
you were coming in.
We want to remind our listeners the Kevin Sutton Show is proudly sponsored to you by Cruz and Pescara, PA, personal injury attorneys. That's right. If you're in a slip and fall, car accident, whatever, you need to know what your rights are in the legal system. Cruz and Pescaras can definitely help you. Give them a call. Free consultations. That's right. No strings attached. And you don't pay anything until they win a case for you. That's 407-841-0200. Yes.
Yes.
And you guys have had an exciting night so far. You got your Superman shirt on. Did you leave your cape outside?
Yes, I left my cap outside, but no, just having a good time catching up and seeing what's going to go down because we did miss the big event last time at a Glit nightclub that they turned it into an amazing wrestling venue, which I got to see all of that on their Instagram page and the videos that were out there. So
as they call it, professional video cameras now, right? Is that what it is? Professional, not amateur hour anymore.
No, it was definitely a good opportunity to see what was presented to everybody, even just like they had the event before with Wale Mania. It was definitely great how they have everything established, the performers, the people there, the class of people that came through. It wasn't just like a regular little small event. Like people were really coming there to get involved in the excitement of what wrestling's really about.
Yeah, that's right. It's on the move, and congratulations on the reality show. That's the biggest thing, and Court Bauer and all his team. So exciting.
Oh man, like 40 minutes of cardio. I don't know how, Shane, you did a match like that. I'm winded running back from studio to studio.
Bro, it's not easy to do what we do.
And you know what? It's very exciting for you guys to be where you're at because they were down here. What was it? A couple months ago. I was looking at some old pics, and then look at you guys now. I mean, don't forget us. Don't forget us on the way up.
I was telling Shane. Like, the next time you're here, I'm going to send him a text. Like, new phone, who this?
Like, I'm not a hard person to find. I'm really not.
Yeah. You hear that now. You know what they always say? Don't forget who you know on the way up.
I've been hearing this for like the past 2 years now, and I still don't understand it.
Hey, no, because there's some people that are like that, man.
It is.
Yeah, my man Kevin Owens, where he at, dog? I'm like, yo, we got the same name. 1 year he's cool with me. Next year he act like he don't even know who I am. Calling the police when I'm trying to talk to him in the bathroom at the 7-Eleven. What's up with that?
Same thing. John Cena, 1 year he knows me. Next thing he wants $90 for a picture. What's up with that?
Hey.
Could
be Hogan getting $200 for a picture.
Hey,
Hogan's going to have to pay me.
All
right.
He's supposed to give me 40% off in the Mew whenever I get pictures.
Those are your reparations. You're stupid.
Reparations. Oh, Lord. No, we didn't go there. I love it because Nick doesn't like these conversations.
Hey, Myra, we're going to be debuting a new segment at the end of the show. Because we always wondered what we're going to do on Thursdays.
Yep.
Right? So
always.
I have something coming up when we do come back. It's every guest we do have, I kind of want to do this. So let's start the tradition tonight with Shane Strickland.
Hot seat for the guests.
From MLW. It's going to be cool, man. It's going to be dope. It's called This or That.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
You heard it right here. We got the MLW professional wrestlers in the building. We're going to get into some more stuff. They got that new reality show out. It's going to be in your face. It's all about the up close, in person. That is how you get the action. That's what makes wrestling wrestling. Stay right there. We're going to come back on ESPN 580 Orlando. Yes, sir. We're back in the action on the Kevin Sutton Show. What do you got to say? Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, all in the username Kevin Sutton Show. Don't let Facebook hold you down, man, with all the rule changes, suckers, brothers. There's a lot of that stuff being taken away. You got to stand up for it. Stand up for your rights. Let people know that you ain't playing games.
And don't forget, we're going to be celebrating Kevin's 40th birthday. Saturday, April 28th. Hopefully you've started to receive your invite. See it on Facebook. It's going to be a great party. Hey, Phil. Yes. So you've written about this and I've talked about it. So this will be Kevin's first birthday party ever. He's been without for 39 years. Yeah. Right? So we're going to throw a big birthday party. Someone said to me, are we going to do him like we do Lincoln first cake? Smush a cake in his face.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Like all babies.
That'd be fun.
Why are you looking so mean, man?
cake in my face sounds
Cake
great.
in your face. We didn't do that when we got married. That was.
Oh,
Kevin's
yes,
rule.
we did.
No, we didn't.
Ah, yes.
Oh, God. Okay. Moving on.
Okay.
Moving on.
So we're here.
We have guests in the studio.
Yeah, no.
We're here with Shane Strickland and MSL from MLW Radio, and they're debuting their TV show tomorrow. But you guys are having some tapings coming up.
Yeah, the next taping is right here in Orlando, May 3rd, Gilt Nightclub. That's a Thursday night.
Gotta be there.
7 p.m. It's going to be a great show. Shane will be defending the World Heavyweight Championship against Pentagon Jr. That match is going to be insane, I'm sure. Tickets start at just $15, and you can get them at MLWtickets.com.
Don't get your arm broken.
Okay, so
I like my arm.
Shane, you guys gonna have any roles for extras? So make sure we're in the footage.
That's a
like a
little
walking
above
dead
my
list.
pay grade. To discuss that kind of thing.
Who do we got? Who's the guy in charge? Who's the guy?
Court. We got to call Court.
Court or
Okay.
MSL?
MSL. You know, what does it take to make sure our face is like,
Whatever you guys need, we'll do it.
okay.
I
I want to
just-
be on something so I can be
I
like,
don't
check
even
me
pay
out.
you any attention because you double book people. You slave driver. You don't. You like have me at 20 events, and then when the good one comes, I'm like, that's where I want to be at. You're like, no, you got something to do. Sit down. I'm angry.
You silly.
Where am I going to be at that day? I want to know it now.
That's May 3rd?
Yes.
May 3rd. I'm going to check it out.
He better
Watch,
be
it's
there.
going to be something. Watch, it'll be something.
Okay,
I've been
drum-
trying to go to the Orlando gun show.
You're free.
Write it down now.
I'm writing it down.
Write it down
the
now.
Kevin Sutton show will be at the event.
This
Beautiful.
freedom has been taken away from us too long.
But MLB, you got to let me know
No,
where
ma.
I got to stand to make sure I'm in the shot. Okay.
We'll take care of that. Don't worry about it.
That's all I care about. Shane, I'll yell whatever you need. I'll hold a poster. Just make sure I'm in the shot. Okay.
1853, they took it away.
Oh my gosh.
1786, they took it away.
All right, so
1962, they took it away. Oh, go ahead. I just want my papers. That's
The
all I want.
the tradition of the show, we normally have a segment at the end of the show to kind of wind things down and have a little fun. We normally do some alliteration for our days. Money Monday, Time Warp Tuesday. We normally have Wrestling Wednesday, and Fact or Fiction Friday. But Thursday we kind of never really had a name. So I want to start a new tradition, which each guest that we have in on Thursday, we're gonna do this or that. It's pretty simple. This or that is
There's a song. You can go with this or you can go with that. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah. Okay, all together.
All right.
You want me to freestyle it?
No,
Okay,
I got
okay. You know I'm ready.
So this is pretty much we're just literally we're all of us are gonna ask Shane this or that question. Anything you guys can think of, like let's just say Star Wars or Star Trek. It's pretty simple,
but
right?
it's got to come right out. There's no time to think
you can't.
about it. Okay?
You can't think
Can't
about.
rationalize it,
This has
none
got
of
to
that.
be your first thought. Normally when psychiatrists do this too. So we kind of
Okay.
So
Trying to get into the mental.
yeah.
All right, see.
All right. I'm going to start with this. It's going to be a wrestling one. And then I guess, Myra, you want to do one? And then Kevin, and then we kind of just rotate.
All right.
All right. Shane Strickland, Daniel Bryan, or CM Punk?
Daniel Bryan.
Myra.
Democrat, Republican.
Democrat.
Oh.
Pizza or chicken?
Pizza.
Traitor!
Dogs or cat?
Dogs.
Yes or no?
Yes.
All right.
Truck or car?
Truck.
Yeah, that's my boy right there.
Flying or driving?
Flying.
Basketball, football.
Basketball.
Watermelon or chicken?
Chicken.
Yes! He's sane.
Do you see the trend of retarded?
Okay. You threw me off here. LeBron or Curry?
Curry.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Yeah or yeah. You got it.
Traitor.
No. No. Hold on.
Team
Hold on.
light skin.
No. I'm going to say Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson.
Jackson.
Oh.
Easy.
Tupac or Biggie Smalls?
Biggie. East Coast.
Yes.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Oh. Kool-Aid or grape? Red Kool-Aid or grape?
They're all Kool-Aid.
It's all Kool-Aid.
That's
There's
a
no
tricky
flavor.
one.
Cherry or grape? Cherry or grape?
It's not grape. It's red or purple.
Red or purple?
Grape drink. you got me messed up on that. Okay.
God, Dogmeyer, skip me.
All right. Apple or Android?
Android.
Banana or apple?
Apple.
Xbox or PlayStation?
Station. Team Sony.
That was my next one I was going to ask.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Look at that.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
Ice cream or cake?
Ice cream.
Chocolate or vanilla? Well, I already know what that is.
You stupid. Red or blue?
Red.
Orlando Magic or Orlando Solar Bears?
Magic.
I heard gunshots. He said red. Pat, pat, pat. No. Universal or Disney?
Universal.
Do you know where you at? Traitor.
Universal.
All right,
I ain't done Disney yet.
This is going to be.
You never been Disney?
Never done Disney.
Can we take the video camera
Can I get a
and do a
hookup?
walk
Do you
by?
see the belt that you can't win the world championship belt and then you like don't get to go Disney?
Where are you going now that you won the championship?
To work. Another show.
He told you about getting
It doesn't
gas.
stop. It doesn't stop.
All right.
Somebody give me a hookup.
Last one, MLW or the world?
MLW is the world.
There we
Ooh.
go.
There we go. Red
Now
Bull
see,
or Monster?
he knew how to answer that with the ball center.
World champion. MLW is the world, son.
Oh my goodness. He answered that.
See, that was
one
fun, right, guys?
I like that
That's
one.
something
No,
cool.
it was
I
cool.
like that one.
Except you got to prepare us better, Phil.
Hold on. You got to have one for Nick. I know he doesn't have his mic, but what would Nick say in that? Like, literally, Nick always has some, like, maybe a sports question or something.
He's just throwing his hands up.
Come on,
He's gonna
Nick.
say
He has to
Chicago
say-
Cubs.
he doesn't have the microphone.
I got it.
stole his mic.
I'll do Nick. Cubs or Bulls?
There you go.
Ooh.
Go, Shane. That's on you.
Oh, for me?
Yeah.
Bulls. I'm not a baseball person.
Nah.
Oh man.
History changed America.
So yeah, that's a new tradition we'll
like it.
do. So I like that one. I like that one. But I appreciate you guys coming in. I told you this hour goes by real fast.
Oh, yeah. I was looking at your phone. I'm like, dang.
Can you guys go ahead and give us a repeat on the date, time, place, everything that's going on again?
Major League Wrestling Fusion debuts tomorrow night on beIn Sports nationwide, channel 831 here in Orlando on Spectrum. And then our next TV taping, May 3rd, Guilt Nightclub right here in Orlando. Shane will be defending the heavyweight championship of the world against Pentagon Jr. from Mexico. Tickets start at just $15, and you can get them at MLWtickets.com.
Shane, where can we follow you at?
Strickland Shane on Instagram and at Strickland Shane on Twitter. And you can watch my show. I host a show on the High Spots Network, Swerve Talk. So check that out. I got like 6 episodes, 3 stream available on stream right now. 3 going to be coming out soon. As soon as Sammy Callahan's schedule gets less busy, we can post that up there. But yeah.
MSL, what about you? Where can we follow you at?
I'm on Twitter and Instagram at MSL, but I don't matter. Shane's the champ. And if someone is listening and they have not seen what Shane Strickland can do in that ring, you can actually go to the beIn Sports YouTube page right now and watch him win the World Championship. The entire match is available for free on the beIn Sports YouTube.
Yeah, take some time out of your night. It's half an hour long.
Awesome.
But that's what you want in a World Championship match.
I like it. The world is MLW. I don't even think I need to say anything else, does? Bye. The world is MLW.
We'll see you guys later.